Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. In the last episode, we came across one aggravating last clue or problem or something. I don't fucking know what this game is trying to connect to, but I'm just gonna shut up and deal with it. What about this Monokuma file is weird?
Yeah, that's it. Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part about the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... what is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? The time of death? Something of death. I'm gonna try E, I guess. Nope, E doesn't work. U? Nope. A. C. C? What? I don't. Why there's so much... what the flying... what the fuck? C, E... no, that doesn't work. C, A... C, A... Jesus Christ, there's so many fucking letters. C, A... cause of death? Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. It's no use. I can't. Yeah, I would like to do it again. Thank you. Cause of death. Was it just not mentioned? Yeah, I guess it wasn't mentioned. Seriously, how are you supposed to know that that's the connection that Chiaki is talking about? It's not your thoughts. What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Cause of death. Great. Oh, shit. Where the fuck? E. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here. Oh. Ah, shit. I need an F. Oh, Jesus. I need an E. Jesus, how are you not supposed to take damage here? Fuck off, man. You're just supposed to mitigate it as best as you can? Jesus criminy.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
And how are you supposed to do that on the controller? Like, I've got a mouse to make that easier, that I can navigate everywhere at the exact time that I wanted. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
So, am I right in someone filling up those things and then we threw that, and that's what caused him to die, was him just by poisoning instead?
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
Fifth?
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
but even during Gundam's case, And before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Okay.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
It's safe to assume, but there's no guarantee, which I don't like. It's not guaranteed, it's assumed.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
The only person who had enough time to swap out the shit, maybe? I don't know.
Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
But who... Maybe he put all that... the gloves and the gas mask was in his room. I think it's just gonna loop back to him making us have killed him in his setup trap, possibly. I think it's gonna be like a realization for everyone being like, oh shit, we were the ones who killed him. And then Monokuma's be like, but that's a technicality because he's the one who set up the murder weapon. Or some stupid shit like that.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. And the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Okay.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought about the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand in silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated so much? Besides that fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy, tiny 1 millimeter bit.
How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. And as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
Okay. Well, now we know that she's a Fujo, I guess. That really does anger me, that last little bit. I should have just read the thing.
Martini. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Sure.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
I don't know, bleeding out is a possibility.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
I think all the evidence after a certain point from the Nagito's suicide is going to now just consist of the latter half of shit. A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. I don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. Alright. What exactly am I arguing? Duct tape, blood on girder, oil lighter, piece of blue paper, Monokuma's special poison. One of these two, I think. Probably this.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
Nope, can't agree with that.
There's no way he burned to death.
Mm-hmm.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Aha! And
If it's
a
something
lot of
that can't be
protection.
seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
I wonder if this is the thing that I actually have to use, though. The real cause of Nagito's death. There's something I overlooked. I wonder if I can actually use this for her.
It's not the knife in his. It's not the other.
Because, like, just it jumping immediately to this, I don't know if the game wants that right away.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that...
Okay.
I agree with that.
Alright. I didn't know if I could jump right into it, or if I would need something to get a
Shit, I totally forgot about that possibility.
waddling to the possibility of the poison.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Okay, so that's how they wrap it in. Gotcha.
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Alright. I don't know why I thought I had to read that.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
It's because he didn't need to drink it. It was... What's the word I'm looking for? Just in the air.
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
Nope, it happens immediately.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
His nose was still exposed.
Are there any left?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Oh, sorry for
We've
Hiko.
already ruled out so many possibilities. It might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Okay. The way the poison entered Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label? I should think carefully and try to remember it. Am I spelling... Oh, logic dive. Okay. I was about to say, the word I'm looking for, I don't remember how to spell... Oh, there's only 2 questions this time. Woohoo! Yahoo! Going straight down the middle. Nope. 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 Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus. Mouse sensitivity. Whew. And back we go. Alright, question 1. What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? Gas! Gas! Okay. I had to let go completely of my shit. It's in a gaseous state. That was probably the word I was looking for. Gaseous. Aha. Oh, I guess not. I wonder if I can jump over that midsection. I'm not going to. And speaking of which, I haven't needed to if the jumps are... This was really stupid of me. Oh well. How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through his nose! Woohoo! Oh, I was expecting a wider way to enter this. Easier if you can just travel one direction. There we go. All right. Easy enough.
It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've already pieced it together, unfortunately.
Instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it.
But still wondering as to whether or not he intended to kill himself. I don't know for certain. Probably because of... But there's no way that he would have known... Yeah. Yeah. That was... Okay, so that's where the game makes sense for Chiaki's concern. There's no way that he would have known that that part would have been omitted, and that's what actually killed him. Did he really intend to kill himself? I don't know. I don't know just yet. Well, yeah, no. He would have put all that poison in there, but I just don't know if we can be considered the killers
Inhale?
for throwing the murder weapon.
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, Breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
Breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Because we were still outside. The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas should be able to explain that mystery too. Or the sprinklers. I guess. Yeah.
I see.
I thought we were just away from it
The
before
sprinklers in
then,
the
but
warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
when we first threw it, there was still enough time to vaporize, so.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
Also that, and also the fact that we let everything air out after a while.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poison.
And then we looked at Monokuma for confirmation.
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
But
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
hold on. What? Could you? I don't know if this is gonna end up pointing toward Kazuichi at some point for setting it up, because he mentioned that he had never come to the military base until when I met him there. But everything that's set up for this doesn't really require the military base.
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death.
But then everything in his room. It's locked. Yeah, you can't get into other people's room. Yeah.
All right. All
It's-
the mysteries should be
it's
solved
Nagito.
now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Is that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
Accomplice? Yeah, maybe.
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is... the container?
I see.
Yeah, and the container is
are you
there.
talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah.
Half of it's gone.
Nagito brought it. It's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from the sunlight. Away from sunlight, plastic container, cool place.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
Mm-hmm.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire that the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice. That is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want anyone to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Yes, because it could be considered all of us or just him.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
There she goes. Wait, what? That never dawned on you? What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Yeah, just like in an anime. Maybe what Akane just said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... fire grenade. Firegrenade. F. 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 Yep, that's that. The N will come later, so that's not really there. Wait, what the hell did that... D... Ah, shit. I need a G. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Shit. Fuck, I just missed that D. Ah. Okay. I start to panic as more shit just crosses my screen that isn't the letter I want. I can't imagine doing that with a controller.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Not he, but we.
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Well, maybe not him, but I don't know.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
Okay. I thought the peel was on the poison. I guess it was just on one container. So yeah, it's back on him. Okay, it leans completely away from us. Unless there's a random chance. Oh God, that'd be even worse. There's a random chance that one of us could actually be convicted as the murderer.
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
One of them. But
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade. Huh?
Sonia's words containing the clue that the contents of the fire was swapped with the poison. Ra-pa-pa-pa. Piece of blue paper.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping it.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right?
Kinda, but
So in the
not
end,
necessarily.
he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
Oh boy.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Here we go.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
Uh-oh.
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison?
Now we're getting into the interesting part.
When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same? Could the same moment be when when we all threw the grenades? I was like, what exactly is going to be necessary for this?
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
One of us, indeed.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. The Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
Random chance.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Himself? Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was Nagito Komaeda.
I see.
Yeah. I don't know why that's being asked, but
Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
yeah, so this isn't necessary.
Who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
Him. The person who threw the warehouse fire was Nagito.
See.
Well, not exactly.
Also Nagito.
He set it up, and then we triggered it, so maybe this is how the game is being like...
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To cause us to try and put it out. The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire. To make someone throw the poison.
I see. Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason,
Having to watch this...
he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades.
Having to watch this person get punished is going to be aggravating as hell.
Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Agonizing.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor.
Yeah.
Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault they let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
So how do we know what the answer is going to be?
He wanted to prove to us there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out.
It's luck. The ultimate lucky student. Is it going to be like he was lucky enough to kill himself before everyone else killed him? I don't know.
After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
Again, okay. I've changed my stance on Nagito. I still fucking hate him. I still do. I don't understand why people like him. But I can understand why people would like this case. I don't fucking like him as a character. I don't understand that part.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Okay.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? How can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Monami!
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
It would have been in the front row.
Really? Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Hajime, please.
Okay. That's right. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
So I'm making the manga here. Closing argument. But I haven't danced against anybody yet. Why did he look so depressed? There's a lot of fire grenades. What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? That's not it. Right before switching the poison. Sneak attacking my left hand with a knife. I'll tie the burned rope onto my right. I'll tie. Let's play some music. Later. Okay, so all of these are closer later. Let's place. Okay, that's where that's supposed to go. All right. Set all this up. What's beyond the Monokuma panel? I'll just put this right here. His whole body wasn't tied up. Yeah. That one. Stock 2. Monokuma's special poison is here, in the refrigerator. And that was back at the beginning. Yep. Okay. That's that. Right before switching the poison, I don't know what that's gonna end up being. It's not a bomb, it's fireworks. That's at the last place. Someone is gripping someone else. Oh. You know what? Let me skip all... I love that everyone is technically the murderer here. Yeah. Okay. His face isn't bound yet. How did he support the spear? In order to hurt himself. Putting duct tape onto his mouth. Oh, in order to hurt himself. Okay, yeah. The spear is dangling. I think that's just that. The plushie is ready. I think I can use this. Also, oh yeah, that's right. He would have stabbed himself first, and then the blood was already on there. Be extra careful when performing switcheroos. Nagito's video message was... Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, the fireworks go off. Tells us about the other place. Is there anything else that I'm missing? How did he support the spear? Oops, I let go of the cord. Oops, I let go of the cord? Right before switching to poison. I don't know what that's gonna end up being. But it's gonna be the two on the left. Inside the thrown fire grenade was the poison from the shattered grenade is... Okay, that one I wasn't 100% on. Let's go. Oops. The last sock, gotcha. Oh, you have to remove the lid, that's right. How do you support the spear? I'll grab the spear cord with my left hand. Gotcha. There we go. And then all the way at the very beginning, maybe possibly in the second panel. Yeah, it's 2 of 12.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Yeah, so how are we supposed to decipher this, Chiaki? This is the person who grabbed the assortment?
This incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory.
I always think whenever it cuts off like that, there's gonna be more. But there isn't.
And put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
the eyes.
He stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally.
Oh. Okay.
He propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
Aren't we just in the same predicament as before? I don't know how we're supposed to figure out who would have... I don't know.
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
It's really good art of Hajime.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
And like always, we're still... Or not like always, even though that every time you go through it, you just come right back to the same point. But it's just a drive home what's been going on. But this one, we're still in the same predicament as when as I was before doing that manga thing.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
Hope.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
What Nagito believed in. His talent? His luck? His despair? Did he believe in his luck? I don't... It's one of the two.
I see.
Okay.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. More than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely gonna be alright.
I guess the
last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That he would kill himself before we killed him. Right?
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with a Russian roulette. Russian roulette?
It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it toward you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it.
Ah, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess it was just as Monami said.
Huh?
I misunderstood and thought that I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder. That's how I did it. That... You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving! But I'm still alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing with the first killing... Well, when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You tried? You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck. It's true my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? Huh? I'm left with the red mark. For someone called the ultimate oh wait. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
Excuse me.
I just thought... It was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
I think instead of the poison affecting him, I think what it's going to be is that he let go of the spear before the poison got to him, is what it's going to be.
What did he do?
No, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
Oh. Huh.
He left his plan to luck?
Okay.
His life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
Okay, so that's where we're at. No. I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is. But... just... one of us is the traitor.
I see.
So it's technically not wrong.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
So it is one of us.
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm the bomb, you have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Mm-hmm. Then, it's just as Nagito said in the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair.
I feel as if like he had to re-record that line because that mic quality sounds different.
That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. Sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
Mm-hmm, so how the fuck are we supposed to limit it?
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
The only one that we know who isn't is Chiaki.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
I want to trust my friends. I don't want to point at one of them.
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Okay, it's just me.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
So I can't doubt my friends, so I'm gonna pick myself!
Hajime, please.
What? Okay, I didn't know if it was gonna be me or Chiaki in this case. Unless I actually do have to pick myself multiple times or some stupid shit like that.
It's... you?
Hold on. Oh wait, no, she's the only one that stepped forward. Duh. Duh, that was fucking stupid of me. Yeah, alright. I'm saving here. Yeah, she was going to... She was going to stop it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Save it. Fuck. Well, shit, I'm gonna have to watch Chiaki die then. That sucks. But does she really... Does she really remember? I don't know. Oh, well. Just have to wait to see how this wraps up. I don't want to... I didn't want to doubt my friends! Damn it! I really didn't want to have to doubt her. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see what happens in the next episode. Have a nice day.